Okay. Okay. So here we go. Hey, what's up, guys? Myself Praveen. I hope you're doing good. Trying something of this kind for the first time on YouTube. Let's see how this one turns out to be. So, what is this video about? The first video of this channel. Oh boy. The first video of this channel has pretty embarrassing moments like please watch it till the end. I can assure you about that. Huge project. And here. I like right, 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 right. Piece of shit. So every time I saw this, you know what it felt like? So this video is gonna be my attempt to show to myself that, dude, it just takes 10 days to learn video editing and create a decent video like this one.
I hope.
Bruh. Enough of gibberish talks. Let's cut to the chase. So let me introduce myself. I'm a MERN stack developer. I'm a front-end teacher. And I love creating web designs. Basically a tech nerd. So in this video, I'll take you through the project that was created by my front-end course students, namely Yunus and Hadi. They have created a website named Exploria. Anyways, so the process was like, I decided to create this design file and they were to code this up, which I guess they did pretty well. And also I will share some behind the scenes work that went into bringing this project to life. So extend your short attention span and try watching this video till the end so that you get to see some amazing stuff. Let's get going.
For the record, I'm done trying to make y'all comfortable.
Okay, fine. Let me start showing you this project. Here's the first look. Captivating enough. So this project is based on travel and tourism stuff. Let's start with the logo here. So we brought this from Canva. Decent enough. Let's next get to the navbar. What's cool about this one is the hover effect. You see this 3D sort of look. But the best one is here. The shining effect. Okay, at least for me, it makes me feel like hovering over the button more and more. Fine enough. So according to me, these hover effects are not very intimidating and they are not just plain bland either. Amazon, I'm talking about you. Let's not discuss about the hero image. I think it has that vibe, huh? So we were looking for something like this. Trees, water, soothing, and also it has this dark background which allowed us to add the text with a good contrast. Okay, enough of these. Now let's get to the meaty part, the hero text. Let me show you. Check this one out. So when I reload the page, I'll do that again. Wow. I just love this one. It was pretty difficult for us to pull this off responsively. Like I remember we had to put in a lot of hours to get here. I think it was worth the effort. Okay, so here's another button with a good hover effect. That's it, I guess, for the hero section. Overall, I find this one to be
Nice.
okay. अभी 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 आगे बढ़ते जी. नेक्स्ट सेक्शन पे चलते. यो वेलकम वाला सेक्शन है जी. Stereotypes. So here comes the welcome section. But before we continue further, look at what's going to happen at the top. You see that? The way navbar beautifully transitions to a blurred background. Wow. So to achieve this, they've used intersection observer, and as we move further, you'll get to notice that there is a significant usage of intersection observer throughout the project. Let's now continue with the welcome section. Actually, I didn't want to make the same old ghisa pita 3 columns layout, so we decided to think something out of the box and came up with this beauty. I'll show you why this one is worth a good attention. Now as I scroll, observe what's gonna happen with these cards and the image to the left. Wow. Look at the way cards are staying at the top. CSS magic. Simultaneously, the image on the left side changes as well. Pretty well made. So again, intersection observer is the one making all of these happen. That's it, I guess, worth discussing here. Let's get on with the next section. But before I scroll this off completely, I'd like to draw your attention towards something very cool. So as I scroll, you see that? How's this? I'll do this a few more times. So the plan was to highlight a word in each section title, and hence going forward you will see this a few more times. Pretty good. Let's keep going. So here comes the fictional destinations. Gridish pattern. I wanted them to implement a layout with gridish pattern like this one, so I came up with this kind of structure. Let's come back. So these are the 5 travel destinations, and when hovered over these boxes, a smooth transition occurs on the background image. At least in my opinion, this enhances the overall visual. That's all for this section. Let's keep scrolling. Now here comes one of the most interesting section. Should have named this pricing. I guess that would make more sense. Nevertheless, here's the first look of the pricing cards. So these are rotating cards. If I hover over one of them, maza aaya. Not just this, when hovering over the button on the card, we get to see something like this. This reminds me of the creative and physics defying action sequences I used to watch in my childhood. I don't see what more can be discussed here. Let's continue to the next section. So here is the testimonial section with again an unusual design. Anyways, so this thing over here was supposed to be a carousel, but I don't know the reason why they decided to not complete this. And as you might have already noticed, we have tried stuffing as many features as possible into each section. Actually, that's what I had planned right from the start. But what I appreciate about these two folks is that they are growth driven. Whenever I used to bring in a new and potentially difficult feature into the brainstorming, it wasn't like,
यार प्रवीण ये हो पाएगा क्या?
यार इसको थोड़ा आसान कर देना.
इतना मुश्किल थोड़ी होगा. कांदा, लहसुन. Okay guys, it's been a lot of mediocre talks, but Now, I'd like to again draw your attention towards something very cool, especially the ones who love CSS. This time when I'll scroll the page, a couple of things will happen at the same time. So as I scroll, you see this? Look at this animation. This achievements section seems to be appearing from the bottom of the page. And simultaneously, the numbers counting animation started once a significant portion of the section came into view, right? I'll show this again. So if I reload the page this time, and I'll do this again. Wow. But this does not stop here. If I continue scrolling, here's another section appearing from the bottom of the page. Okay, so we've named this chain of stickiness. So each section is coming from the bottom of another section. And this is the footer with a good wave shaped element. Pretty good if you ask me. Bole to
एकदम ललन टॉप.
that's all for the desktop version of this project. There are just 3 more worthwhile things for me to show. Let me start with the smooth scrolling. So when I click a nav link, I'm carried to that particular section. Pretty cool. The second one is Modal. So when I click this schedule now button, a Modal appears from the left side of the browser, and it has a good transition as well. Let me do this again. So I can close this Modal by clicking this overlay, and again clicking the schedule now button brings up that Modal. Commendable. And the last one is responsive design. Let me turn on the responsive mode. For the mobile users, the page will appear like this. All the elements stacked on top of each other. The rotating card. And on clicking this hamburger icon, a side modal will appear, this time from the right side of the screen. That's pretty much everything I have to showcase on this website. And if I could show you the code written for this project, here it is. You'll get a link to this code's repository and also the deployed website's link in the description of this video. That's all for this video. It was fun making this one. I hope to see you in some other video. Oh, there's one more thing I forgot to mention, which is to
चलो भाई चलो हिचती वेड़ चलो चलो गुड नाइट चलो चलो अरे छोड़ी अरे हाथी भाई आप सुनिए सुनिए ना हाथी भाई